Hi guys! So today I'm going to be doing a reading for Gemini Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising placements for the month of March. And we're just going to get right into it with a little 9-card spread for how your guys' month is going to go. I'm going to pull 3 cards for the beginning of your month, 3 cards for the middle, and 3 cards for the end, and then we will talk about it as we go. I hope you guys are having a good month already, and I hope that these readings resonate with you and that you enjoy them. Okay, so the first card we got is Strength. Okay, and the 8 of Wands. And the Emperor for the beginning of the month. And you guys can fast forward through me shuffling if you want to. I don't mind. I just like to shuffle, on camera, just to prove that I do it and all that fun stuff. Yeah, just a little disclaimer. I will not get offended if that is what you decide to do. I also put timestamps in the videos so you can shuffle through all that you want. Okay, so for the middle of the month, we got the Knight of Wands. Sorry, the Knight of Waters, the Knight of Cups, King of Pentacles for the middle, and this is going to be a very reoccurring theme that comes up, or a very major theme in your guys' month. This card. And we have Justice as well. Okay, so now 3 cards for the end of the month, please, Spirit. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Earth, the 7 of Pentacles, and one more card, please, Spirit, for the end of Gemini's month of March. Okay, and we have the Ace of Cups. Alright guys, so the beginning of your guys' month is actually looking pretty good. I see you found a new sense of strength in yourself, and it seems like a personal strength, or it's coming from being successful. I can see that. Whether it be in an endeavor you guys have been trying to pursue for a while, or in your sense of communication, or being able to express like your ideas and thoughts very clearly. We have the Knight of Wands as well to clarify strength, or it could have to do with the fire sign. I'm getting Leo as well, so maybe there's a very prominent Leo in your life that is helping you find a new sense of strength within yourself. Doesn't have to be, but it definitely could be as well. I sense that you're pushing forward though, on your path of success very strongly with the 8 of Wands and the Emperor as well. I do want to get a clarifier for why the Emperor is here for you guys very quickly. 3 of Cups. So this could be like, I can see you guys having a lot more fun as well, but I feel like it's controlled fun. I don't know if that resonates in any way. Maybe it's not anything crazy or reckless. It's, you found a way to have a fun life, but in a way that's new to you, that brings you like closer to your family and your friends, and it doesn't, I feel like it's inclusive, but it's not chaotic, if that makes any sense for you guys, because I see a lot of like forward moving energy here. But with the Ace of Pentacles as well, I feel like you're on a start of a new path for yourself in the way that you want to be in the future, and I feel like maybe you're deciding to take more control over your actions and your thoughts, and it's bringing you closer to the people around you and bringing you closer to that path of success that you've been really trying to get towards. And I feel like it's being received well by the people around you too. I feel like you're developing a lot of new connections, especially at the beginning of March, definitely. And I feel like people like the way that you are looking or like coming across to them, either physically or like in a way where I can also see for some of you that you're taking like a leadership role in some way or another. That's also popped out with these cards connected, and with this here is making me think that you guys are starting on a new path of like maybe management, or like being a boss of some kind, whether it be your own boss or like a boss of something like successful, like a company of some kind or whatever. Like you are the boss, or you are on your way of becoming the boss, or something of that kind too, so keep that in mind as well. The middle of the month though, with the Knight of Cups popping up first, I do want to see what that's about. I'm going to pull 2 cards. Okay, so we do have the 3 of Swords and the Magician reverse. So this could be something that you were hoping and wishing for. It seems like a romantic love connection, obviously, with the Knight of Cups being there. But with the Three of Swords, it's almost like either this person continues to break your heart, has broken your heart in the past, or they give you strength with, by how they've broken your heart. I know that, I don't know if that'll resonate for everyone, but I have a feeling that it's kind of like something you almost wished for that it doesn't seem to be bad. It seems to be like something you wished for maybe that maybe didn't turn out the way you planned as well. Nine of Pentacles reverse. Maybe you feel very attached to this person, or you feel like this person maybe isn't spending a lot of time with you or something of that kind. With the Five of Pentacles right under it, it's kind of making me think that as well. That this person maybe like, you love this person deeply, but there's something going on between the two of you where they are spending more time alone, and or you feel like very shut out from them. This could have been like a recent separation, if that makes sense. We're going to get into why the King of Pentacles is in the middle of the spread for you guys. We're going to pull 3 cards for that, just to see the major reason that that is there. Okay. So we have the Daughter of Cups reverse first. 2 more for why that is there for Gemini placements. We have the 3 of Wands as well as the 2 of Pentacles. So it looks like, big picture wise, your future is looking very good. I feel like you guys are really starting to have real major control over yourselves, probably your finances. It looks like you've got multiple sources of income with that 2 of Pentacles. That's what I'm seeing right there for that. And I feel like you're seeing a new love of life because of this, like, the sense of growth that you guys have gone through. I feel like in the past couple of months, I feel like has been very transformational for you in one way or another, and I feel like you're starting to see the product of that growth. But I feel like even though maybe there isn't enough time at the same time for you to pursue romantic endeavors because you have a lot on your plate, that's also something I could be seeing for a few of you. Like, maybe that's why this is over here, because it's like something that you want to pursue, or somebody that you really like either broke your heart because you had too much going on, or they had too much going on, or something of that kind, but you feel like you need them in your life or something. That doesn't have to apply either, but then I want to see justice to it. So I sorry, Lord, I can't talk. I do see the scales balancing out with justice here, though, so it could have to do with this circumstance. We have the Ace of Swords reversed, though, so maybe, like, involving this specific instance, I feel like there is a lot of love there, but I feel like maybe the both of you, if this is a specific romantic connection, have this sense of not being able to speak up or speak clearly about what is right or what is very fair, even though that is going to be what's on the brain, and well as the King of Cups. I see a lot of feelings. I feel like there's a lot of feelings that aren't being expressed, for sure, for one. And it may have to do with the fact that one of you feels very left out of the other's life. I feel like because it's very busy. One or both of you is a very busy individual, for sure. But I do want to get into the end of the month with the 5 of Pentacles and why that is here for Gemini placements. It's really strange. I'm going to show you. 5 Pentacles reverse came up, so we're going to get one more card to see why that is the case. We got 2, and we have the 4 of Swords reverse. I'm sorry, I'm putting all these cards on the board, but I want you to see them all. And the 6 of Swords. So it's almost like what I'm getting from that, very interesting. How the 5 of Pentacles kind of means feeling left out, or maybe having some type of money struggles, or not feeling included in some way whatsoever. When it comes to feeling that way, I feel like you guys are very determined either to get out of this space within yourself, so to the point where, like, you'll realize something and it makes you maybe move on from it. Maybe you'll move on from something that makes you feel left out, if that makes sense, and it'll really kind of like progress, or you understand why you're feeling left out of the situation, or you understand now why you have been left out of this situation. And I feel like with the 7 of Pentacles here, I think that you're going to kind of wait on it more so, instead of like stay upset for the rest of the month. And I do want to see why the Ace of Cups is here for you guys. Oopsie, very quickly, we got the Star. Promising. I feel like somebody else got that like almost same exact thing. Oh, cute. We have Justice, and we have Two of Cups. So, Geminis, I'm just going to say it now. If you know somebody who is an Aquarius or a Libra, I strongly am getting Libra energy from this spread. Maybe this person is here to show you some love at the end of the month, or has been a long time coming, or is the person you've been waiting on involving that aspect. This person's going to serve a grander purpose in your life, or will bring a lot of, like, it will balance out all the scales again with Justice being there. I feel like whether this be the same person that you're upset about, it could be very much so towards the end of the month. Like, maybe your patience will pay off, where instead of taking action or feeling really sad and in this lack mindset that things aren't working out for you, you realize that maybe moving on or deciding that you can be happy with yourself and find this strength and know that you're actually kind of like doing very well, regardless of the fact that this person isn't here to see it or this person isn't expressing that to you. Maybe that, like, patience will pay off, and either someone else will come out of the blue and provide this, like, extremely beneficial connection that has a lot of potential and possibility to grow and for there to be a lot of love there, or it'll be this person who will come back to you with that type of expression of love, but it will be like a whole new start and something with a lot more potential in the future. And I can see this all stemming from you guys really, like, realizing, like, the boss that you are, or how much, like, control you really have over the outcome of your life. And I feel like that's going to be more of a realization at the end of the month, where you're like, if I'm so worked up about a certain person and I keep thinking, well, this person's never going to come around, or this person is never going to, like, understand where I'm coming from, la I feel like you're going to realize that that's not the right way to look at it, and just maybe let go of the situation and let the universe do what it does. And it's going to pop up either in another form or in the form that you've been looking for in that person all along, or from that situation. So, yeah, there's that. I'm going to move on now to the romance spread for you guys. I'm actually just going to cut this part out, and then we'll start right there. Okay, guys. So now we're going to do a little two-sided romance spread. This is going to be about you and the person you're asking about. First, I'm going to pick 2 cards from this animal deck. One card will represent you, one will represent the person we're asking about. We got 2 right away. You can pick which fits you and which fits them. That's not up to me to decide. That's all on you. And we got the butterfly, which is be ready to transform with wisdom, and then we have the deer, which is trust in the support of the universe. Okay, so now for the first row, we're going to get current thoughts, feelings, and intentions that the butterfly has towards the deer. I'll shuffle a few times. Again, I don't mind if you skip past this part, but I'm just going to do 1 row first, shuffle the whole thing, and then lay out all the cards, and then we'll start talking about it. Okay, 3 cards for the butterfly. We have the 4 of Wands, we also have the King of Cups reverse. 1 more, please. We have the Star as well. Okay, and then 1 card I'm going to pull now is how the butterfly is displaying these feelings, intentions, or whatnot to the deer on the conscious plane. This is how the deer will be seeing these actions, if that makes any sense. We have the Moon reverse. So this is how the butterfly is presenting how they feel to the deer. While these may be personal and in the butterfly's head, the deer will be able to see this at least. Okay, so now we're going to get 3 cards for the deer. We have Strength reverse. The Ace of Wands. One more card, please, for the deer. Well, we got 2, so we're going to keep shuffling. Sorry, I do just want 1 to make this clearer. We have the 2 of Swords. Okay, So now what action is the deer presenting to the butterfly regarding these feelings or intentions that they have? We have the Chariot. Okay, so now we're going to talk about it. First, with the butterfly, I can see that they either are very secure within their home life right now, or they have something going for them that is going to benefit them in the long term with the Four of Wands and the Star. But I have a feeling that they have, with the Father of Cups in reverse, it's like they have feelings that are below the surface that they don't know how to really express, or they have this, maybe they don't express their emotions correctly or clearly or in a way that makes any sense. And I can definitely see that with the moon being reversed here too. I feel like the butterfly may come off as very confused to the deer, or maybe kind of in the dark when it comes to how to express how they feel, first of all. But I do see the butterfly feeling very strongly about the deer deep down. I think that they have this this inner knowing that the deer is a person they really need in their life and that they care very deeply for and feel at home with, definitely. But I also have a feeling that maybe this revelation or these feelings have confused them or made them a little bit insecure when it comes to how to express that. So with the moon reverse, I really definitely see a lot of confusion, or I couldn't see the butterfly talking much at all to the deer. That could also be a thing. I could see the butterfly kind of keeping more to themselves or being kind of unstable in a way, if that makes any sense when it comes to communication with the deer. Maybe it's very on again, off again communication, or just not much of that there at all. But I do see the butterfly having strong feelings for them and feeling like the deer brings them peace and security, serenity, and makes them feel at home. But at the same time, there's probably something going on below the surface, and we'll get to that in a minute. But first, we're going to talk about the deer and how they feel. I think that the deer wants something new and fresh to happen with the butterfly, with the Ace of Wands coming up here and the Chariot being the action they're presenting. I can see the deer pursuing this connection now with a newfound passion for it, or sense of drive in order to accomplish this, whether it be, I was thinking accomplish this task, so the deer could be looking at the butterfly as kind of like a goal they want to achieve, if that resonates at all. But the deer also, I can see some indecision for sure, and some lack of self-confidence or inner strength in order to maybe do the final deed when it comes to it. But at the same time, the deer is definitely in forward motion movement, how do I say this, is in forward motion mode, here we go, and is actually trying to go forth somewhere, maybe if they're not too sure about it quite yet, if that makes sense. Whether or not they're 100, I think it's with their trust in the support of the universe being their message. I feel like the deer is definitely paying attention to the signs that they're given at this time, and I feel like that even though they're a little bit nervous or maybe not quite sure of what they want, what type of reaction maybe they want from the butterfly, especially since the butterfly is showing this moon reverse energy where they're not really being fully upfront or something of that kind, or keeping to themselves more so. So maybe the deer is kind of a little bit unsure because of that, or lacking in self-confidence because of that specific thing. But now we're going to get into the hidden thoughts, fears, desires, or situations involving this relationship. And we're going to get 3 cards for the butterfly, 3 cards for the deer, and we're going to talk about it. These are things that you two probably don't know about each other, or little tiny bits of insight on each person's situation, and hidden feelings that maybe aren't brought up at all. So we have the 3 of Cups, I think. Oh no, just kidding. That's 3 of Presents. So that's 3 of Pentacles. My bad. And we have the Fool for the butterfly. One more card, please, Spirit. Okay, and we have the Emperor. Now, I want to get 3 thoughts, secret thoughts, feelings, hidden situations, maybe even fears. From the deer's side of thing, we have Judgment. We have the Hangman. One more, please, Spirit. And we have the 10 of Cups reverse. Okay. So, for the butterfly, with the 3 of Pentacles right away, I can see some Okay, so the butterfly's hidden thoughts and feelings to the deer. The deer probably isn't aware of this because of this silence that the butterfly is kind of presenting, or this confusion or whatever. I can see the butterfly also wanting to take a leap of faith with the deer, and they really want to cooperate they want to cooperate in this connection, but with the Emperor being here, maybe they don't feel like, I feel like they want more control of the situation than they already have. I feel like this is something that's kind of out of their hands in a sense, even though like they're okay with it in a way because it's a very like pleasant experience with the deer. I have a feeling that the butterfly still like, there's something that they kind of need to feel in control, I think, of the relationship, and maybe they don't have as much control because I feel like, as well, with the butterflies card being ready to transform with wisdom, it's kind of like they're the person who's going through the lesson or like a lot of growth within this connection, while maybe the deer is just somebody who's kind of like, who doesn't see it for as deep as the butterfly thinks that it is only to them, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So, but we're going to get into the deer really quickly with Judgment, the Hangman, and the Ten of Cups reverse. It's kind of like the deer, with Judgment, it's like they're weighing their pros and cons on exactly how they are going to approach this connection, but at the same time, it's almost like they're waiting for something between the two of them because of like a lack of emotional happiness, either in their own life or in this connection in general. I could see it like with this card coming up here. There might be a lack of emotional intimacy between the two of you, or like emotional security, like whatsoever. So the two of you may not be in a solid relationship at this time. That doesn't have to apply, but it's kind of like the butterfly or the deer kind of wants, they know they want this from the butterfly, but they're really weighing out their pros and cons, are really coming to like, that's where this is coming from too, the Two of Swords up here. It's like they know they want it. I know they do because they're pursuing it, but at the same time, they're not ignoring the fact that there are like pros and cons to this, if that makes any sense, or that there might not be, since there is no emotional connection in a way, maybe it's between the two of them or hasn't been in a while. It's kind of like, what's the point of even doing this? So I'm kind of going to wait around. And they're like gonna show some type of effort, but at the same time they're waiting for it to be reciprocated back, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I feel like the butterfly does have very deep feelings for the deer that they don't know how to express. They really want a new beginning with them, and they want to cooperate, but at the same time it's kind of like, I really sense the butterfly wants like to not control the outcome 100%, but they're kind of like, they're not sure on what to do next, because maybe this situation is 100% new to them, and they're not used to being the one that's like unsure, or that has such deep feelings for someone that they like don't know what to do, if that makes sense. Usually they might be the person that chases after their other like counterpart, and that's not what's happening in this situation now, so they don't really know what to do because they, you know, are just kind of sitting back, and that's not something they're used to, or they have no clue how to express the feelings they have for the deer just in general because of how like new these feelings may be to them, or how like deep they know they run, or how safe and secure they really do feel with that person. But now we're going to get into the most likely outcome between the two of you in the future in this relationship or connection. We're going to get 3 cards for the butterfly first. We have the Hierophant reverse. The Nine of Pentacles. One more. We have the Queen of Swords, okay. Now we're going to get 2 cards for the action, or how this is being presented to the deer. We have the High Priestess in reverse. One more, please. That's a little too many. I guess we got Page of Pentacles as well. Sorry. Okay. And now we're going to get 3 cards for the deer and how they feel about the relationship in the future. We have the Ten of Wands reverse. The Hermit. Five of Swords reverse. Okay, and then can we get 2 cards for the action the butterfly or the deer is going to take towards the butterfly, or how they're presenting this information? We have the World. We have the Knight of Cups. Okay, very interesting. And I do want to pull 1 card of mutual energy between the 2 of you in the future, because there will be mutual energy between the 2 of you. 1 second, just shuffling quick. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups. Okay, making more sense now. As I was shuffling and going through this, I was kind of sensing that there might be some type of separation between the 2 of you in the future. If you're not together in the current moment, don't take this, or if you are together in the current moment, both ways, don't take this as like a, like we're going to break up, or we're not going to speak again, or we're going to have a fight. It almost just looks like the 2 of you need time alone to think. Where I see the Nine of Pentacles coming up here and the Hermit coming up here for both of you, it's making me think, and this reverse here and this reverse here, it's making me think that like the 2 of you kind of need to take a break from the stress that this connection maybe brings to the both of you, and retreat into your own heads or within your own lives and like figure it out inside. I feel like the deer, with the Five of Swords coming up reverse, it's kind of like there's old behaviors, or like, how do I explain this? Something they need to admit, or they need to like move on from something, or maybe let bygones be bygones when it comes to an old situation. Or if there's an argument the 2 of you have in the future, I can kind of see it like putting the 2 of you in separate areas in each other's lives, but like having it not be a bad thing, if that makes any sense. I feel like the butterfly with the Queen of Swords here, and the way they're presenting the High Priestess reverse and the Page of Pentacles, it's kind of like the way you're approaching each other though, whether like the deep inside internal things, like the deer, sorry I'm running all over the place, the deer feels a little bit stressed out. I feel like they're trying to let go of this stress, but at the same time that kind of means either being to themselves or thinking more so than speaking. But I feel like at the same time the deer is still trying to, like, with the Knight of Cups, they're presenting love to the butterfly still, but at the same time they know a cycle needs to end. They may be bringing that up in the future, or talking about how they need to let bygones be bygones. If there's something that needs to be apologized for that I didn't touch on that is going on with you guys now, I can see an apology coming from the deer. Definitely, with the way this spread is laid out, because it's weighing on them, the fact that they haven't done it yet. But with the butterfly in the future, I feel like they really need some time to themselves, definitely. I feel like they're having a really hard time trusting their intuition, or like knowing what's best for them deep down with the Moon reverse and High Priestess reverse here. I feel like they kind of know that though, that they need to get back in touch with themselves and their feelings and their truth. With all of these coming up reverse, it's kind of like their feelings are repressed, or their intuition is very stunted, or they're having a hard time following that at this moment. I see a lot of like mutual love between the 2 of you at the end of the day, but I also see it with the Page of Pentacles here, like they're reciprocating this love offer, but it's also they're giving some type of like physical support, if that makes sense. They're like, I'd always be here for you, but like I need some time or space to myself to recollect my thoughts and get back in touch with myself, because I see that there's like some type of weakness when it comes to either codependency or not feeling okay being alone on the butterfly side. And I feel like they're really either getting more okay with being by themselves with these 2 cards here and this card here, where they're kind of like, okay, I realize that that's a problem, so I need to kind of take a step back before I get too fully invested in something. And that might be like the reason they aren't taking too much action now. So I wouldn't be too worried about that if I was you guys, because there's a lot of mutual love between the 2 of you. I feel like both of you want to express your true feelings to each other, or want this relationship to be mutually beneficial when it comes to love and romance in between the 2 of you, but there are things that need to be worked out. The butterfly needs to listen to their intuition more for sure, and the the deer needs to like if there is something the deer needs to own up to and apologize for, definitely do that if you are the deer. But otherwise, I feel like the deer needs to like let go of old shit or old problems that like have been weighing them down in the past, or maybe all these pros and cons are definitely maybe getting to them at the end of the day where it doesn't help them make a decision at all. It does, but I have a feeling that these pros and cons may kind of like confuse them even more or make the decision even harder to come to. But with these two cards in reverse in this, I definitely see them like coming to a resolution about like how to complete a cycle. And I feel like the deer is going to come at the butterfly in a way that will make the butterfly feel comfortable enough to even like give this response back, because I do see the butterfly needing some alone time or cutting people out of their circle that no longer serve them, or taking control of their life in a way that they can, because they know they need to, even though they're still trying to be cooperative, because I know they want to do that as well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. I am now going to get into the closing message. I'm just going to cut me cleaning the cards out. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so now we're going to do a little closing message from Spirit from this Angel Oracle deck I already used. If you guys want me to do a separate Celtic Cross spread in another video for this month, let me know. I just wanted to cut that out of this so we could focus more on specific spreads than trying to rush through a few of them. So, alright. Closing message from Spirit. We have the Six of Wands reverse, or sorry, Six of Swords reverse. You'll notice I say cards wrong a lot, but I always read them the way they are. Just, I don't know. Makes me look kind of dumb. Ooh, Spirit's like, don't call yourself dumb. We'll throw cards everywhere. Okay, I want 2 more cards. Please, Spirit. Okay. We have the Chariot. And 1 more card, please, for Gemini placements for closing message and advice for March. I got 3 cards. We just want 1. They're like, fine. Okay. 5 of Wands. Alrighty, so I can sense that there is a competing goal with you guys. I feel like there's a real desire to either move up in one department of your life and maybe it's not working out for you, or moving up in one area is going to cause problems in another area, or it's kind of a tear between extreme progress and not wanting to like leave something behind to get there. That's what I'm seeing. I do want 3 cards of advice from Spirit from this Moonology deck. Okay, we have communication is key. Your card, Gemini. Step out of your comfort zone. 1 more. And surrender to the divine. Okay, so Spirit's advice when it comes to this like competing goal or competing ideal between the two. Maybe if you're talking, or if you have a certain person you need to talk to when it comes to moving past a certain point in your life so you can move forward somewhere else, or if you're a little bit scared to move forward somewhere else, communication is key in order to get that clarity or that resolution within yourself. There's people around you that can give you advice and information on what you need to do next. And when it comes to this new big bold move, when it comes to your life, the North Node card coming out is really kind of making me think that this is a life purpose involved matter. Like this is something that's going to like how do I explain this? Define your life and low-key define your existence, and this is kind of like a part of your purpose. And your way to get there is stepping out of your comfort zone and maybe taking that leap that you're afraid to take when it comes to this, because of course there's going to be competing goals, ideas, factors that come into play, people who want to fight when it comes to that, or maybe hold you down when it comes to your progress. But Spirit is trying to also bring up the fact that you can like let your problems give them your problems and they will fix it, if that makes sense. Not necessarily in that form or fashion, but let the universe work out your issues instead of really trying to force that upon yourself. I think they really want you to focus on talking to those around you, so that will push you in a on a catapult. It'll push you on a catalyst for growth. I think that's a good way to say that. And they really definitely want you to step out of your comfort zone. Maybe that is talking to people you don't normally talk to, or pushing yourself on your path, like to the point where it may seem a little painful. I'm not saying that like don't hurt yourself doing this, but like, you know, there are certain changes that need to be made that may be a little bit hard or harsh, and the universe will help you do that. But you definitely need to like kind of, you know, push yourself in order in that direction in order to get there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I hope it resonated with you in some way or another. I will be back with more as March goes on. If you liked this at all or resonated with it, please leave a comment or a like. If you don't want to, that's fine as well, but that just helps me know if this resonates with anyone or if anybody is enjoying these. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your month, week, day, whatever it is, and I hopefully will see you again sometime soon. So, bye!